The reality is very few of us are ever gonna look the way that people look in magazines and on TV, and that's generally speaking the standard that we see that as human beings, and we see people, Hugh Jackman with his shirt off or whatever, and we're like, that's what health is. That's not what health is. That's not what fitness is. Fitness is about how well do you fit into your particular life. Are you able to move around? Are you able to perform the activities and the duties that you need to be able to perform? And are you able to do that in a sustainable way where you can continue to do those things long term? Regardless of whether you're coming in because you want to change your physique, or if you're coming in because you want to be able to walk down to the mailbox, to me it's all the same. What you want to be able to do is, what we all want to do is, we want to be able to be functional. We want to be able to do the things that we want to do, whether it's put on muscle or walk down to the mailbox. We want to use this framework to build on function and use and value, because to me it doesn't make a lot of sense to put on a bunch of muscle or lose a bunch of body fat unless it makes a difference in my life. You can change your physique, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to change the cognitions. If we're doing all this work and we're doing a bunch of physical work, we're on eating a certain way so that we get leaner and we get stronger. I personally have been in the position where I look in the mirror and I'm much more in line with what I want to see. I got the abs or whatever, but I've been in that position where I'm looking at myself and visually it is what I want, but emotionally it's no different from when I was very different physically, when I had more body weight, when I had less muscle. And my experience is that if we don't change the cognitions, then they're gonna still be there even after all the physiological change has occurred. So to me, it doesn't make much sense, and frankly can be a little silly to be practicing all these hypertrophic techniques and working out so hard till we throw up and et cetera, et cetera. First of all, that's not how we change our aesthetic anyway. Primarily we change our physique and aesthetic with nutrition, and then obviously we would use the resistance work to build muscle. And the point here is that people often have a misunderstanding of how these tools should be applied. To be clear, you got to go to therapy or talk to an MFT or somebody to really kind of unlock that kind of internal good feel in terms of we're talking. This is not therapy. This is the point, right? This is not therapy. Even though I have a master's in psychological science, it's not a master's in any kind of counseling, and that's not what we do. We want to use some of these tools in order to manage the symptoms that we can go address some of the root issues with your therapist or your doctor. Okay, the goal here is we're creating function and value beyond the physique change, and we're creating function and value beyond kind of the conventional ideas of what value fitness holds.